And welcome back to this special digital edition here at 6 o'clock. We're going to start by taking a look at some video that we've gotten over the last couple of hours in terms of what we've experienced damage-wise from the severe weather that made its way through a little bit earlier today. First, in Holyoke, we had storm damage there. You can see a very messy picture with a lot of downed trees and downed power lines. That's been a good portion of the damage reports that we've seen so far there. You see a person outside in those locations. We do have a lot, of course, that's been going on over the last couple of hours or so. You can see down tree right there, a little bit of a branch, but again, we've had some bigger trees down on some power lines, reports of a tree on a house in some locations. So that's our story out of Holyoke. We've also had some trees down on power lines in areas like East Hampton. There you see Holyoke Fire Department helping out the neighboring town there, and crews are working or have been working throughout the last couple of hours to clear those. You see linesmen there repairing some of those power lines. We've had some reports across Western Mass, of course, of power outages as well. So a very messy situation that we're still letting those crews continue to clean up over the next couple of hours. So if you have the means to stay home, please do so. And of course, that's not the only place. We've also had in South Hadley some tree damage as well. There you see roads closed temporarily there and trees down in backyards, some broken pickets on some fences is basically the kind of things that we're seeing now. In terms of any tornado damage that's yet to be seen, I'm sure the National Weather Service will send out a more comprehensive report in the coming days here. But for what we can see right now, it looks like some pretty good straight line winds that we've saw over different communities here in the western portion of our state. Of course, as we take a look ahead, though, we are taking a look at conditions that are going to be improving greatly over the next couple of hours here and into tonight and tomorrow. Now, as we take a look at our storm reports, some of the other ones that we haven't mentioned, more thunderstorm wind damage in areas like Westfield as well. We had video confirmation of wires down and a fire in those areas. And you can see most of the storm reports have been secluded as far as our viewing area goes to Hampden and Hampshire County. Haven't had a whole heck of a lot up in Franklin, except you can see right there a down tree report. And also for the southern areas of Berkshire County as well, of course, a tornado warning came through there a little bit earlier as well. We also had a tornado warning out in Worcester around the 4 o'clock hour, which expired at 4:45. Now we're just dealing with a little bit in the way of severe thunderstorms for the East Coast. Boston now in on it, although it is not severe or it's not as severe in nature, although we still do have one severe warned storm until 6:15. It dissipated a little bit from the time it made it from Worcester over towards Boston, which of course sometimes happens when you approach the ocean waters here. You get a little bit of a dissipation, and as you set these storms in motion here, you can see we're kind of in the thick of it for eastern Mass over the next half hour or so. But here in the western portion of the state, just dealing with light cloud cover, even a little bit less in the way of cloud cover as you head over towards Berkshire County. So the worst is well behind us right now. In fact, the storm or the severe thunderstorm watch has been diminished or even cut off depending on your exact location. Right now, our temperature, as you can see just how much we cooled down, low 60s for the Berkshires. We're in the mid to upper 60s as you head towards the three portions of our viewing area in Hampden, Hampshire and Franklin County, ranging between about 62 to 66, depending on where you are. And our dew points, even more so, you can see the effects, the good effects of this cold front. Of course, we had the storms earlier, but now western and northern areas getting back down to some more comfortable air masses. And for tonight, into tomorrow and into next week, we're going to be seeing more in the way of some much more comfortable conditions, getting back to a September-like feel with temperatures in the 70s, which is just slightly below average for this time of year. Now, we are done with the severe weather, but we're not completely done in terms of the rainfall. We get a little bit of a break now, but as we head into the later part of tonight and into tomorrow, we start to see a little bit of a system make its way up from the south, bringing with it the chance for some widespread moderate rain as we head into tomorrow morning. Temperatures getting down near that 60-degree mark into the 50s off to the north and west. And then as we head in really throughout the day, we're going to be seeing rain for a good portion of the morning, but it starts to take a little bit of a turn for the better as we head into the afternoon. Get some breaks of some sunshine as we head into into the later part of your Sunday. Temperatures as a result, because of those clouds for a good portion of the day, are going to be in the 60s and low 70s, much cooler than the highs that we saw today. And then heading into Sunday evening, we're getting temperatures down into the 50s quite quickly during the overnight hours, even some 40s off to the north and west as things progress towards your Monday morning. Most everybody is in the 40s with some much more comfortable conditions in terms of our dew points as well. So Monday morning, you wake up to a little bit of a fall feel, but rainfall forecast for the rest of the day, or rather for the next 24 hours until tomorrow, does have most of the precipitation off to the south and east, but certain locations anywhere from pretty much at any point in western Mass could be picking up anywhere from an additional 1/4 of an inch to a 1/2 inch or even 3/4 of an inch of additional rainfall, which of course, if there's any good news, it's that we've experienced some lingering drought conditions that have tried to make their way back in after a pretty dry month of August, and now we're going to help things out a little bit as we head into the rest of the weekend here in terms of precip. So that's the good news. Tonight we drop down into the mid to the upper 50s. Again, those rain showers will eventually be back with us. So again, they'll be non-severe in nature though, and as we head into tomorrow, we're going to see the temperatures about 10 degrees cooler than what we saw today in a lot of spots. A lot of mid to upper 60s and even some low 70s thrown in there if the sun breaks out a little bit earlier. Dew point forecast does have us still a little bit of a muggy range for tomorrow, but today we were in a well above average, well humid range. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week, we're trending much more pleasant. And not only that, but as we head into the month of September, further into the middle of the month here, we're trending well below average for this time of year in the northeastern part of the U.S. So as we take a look at our 10-day forecast and break things down, that forecast is mainly again for the start and middle and end of the week here, where we are expecting temperatures for the most part into the 70s. Perhaps a little bit of a warm up as we head into Thursday, back down near 70 for Saturday and the start of the Big E, but doesn't look too bad. I'd definitely keep those plans if you're heading out for the first weekend, and then we're inching back towards 80 degrees by the time we head towards next Tuesday. So of course, a lot went on today, and we'll continue to keep you updated as we go along. We have a special, I should note, a special edition of Evening News tonight for the weekend at 10 and 11. Liam will be back with you for that. So definitely want to tune in as you head into this evening for the latest updates. Until then, I will see you tomorrow morning at 7 and 9.